How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to 2A News Now. And I really do appreciate you taking your time tuning in to today's video. I made a video last week about the police chief of Okeechobee, Florida, signing a proclamation stating that gun shops could not sell firearms or ammunition just before Hurricane Helene made landfall. And this was supposed to last for 24 hours. And basically, it was suspending people's Second Amendment rights. And I mentioned that video, what he was doing was illegal, and that the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, and the attorney general need to have a word with this guy. And evidently, after a couple of hours of that being in place, it was rescinded. And the police chief said it was just a mistake. Really? Just a mistake? Suspending people's Second Amendment rights? And how can it be a mistake when he actually signed the proclamation? Are you telling me he doesn't read what he signs? Or didn't understand what he read? Because it's very straightforward and to the point. Is he like Biden in his first day of office when he was signing all those executive orders? And he said, I don't even know what I'm signing. I call bullshit. He got caught. He got a call from the governor and got calls and emails from all around the country complaining what he did and rescinded the order. And that's my opinion. And here's the thing. The next day, when the media wanted to ask questions, the sheriff was nowhere to be found. He decided to take the day off. And his spokesperson said because he was receiving so much flack for what he did. Oh, poor baby. Should he even be the sheriff? So now that the other Hurricane Milton, is heading straight for the east coast of Florida, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is going to make sure this is not going to happen again. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, ahead of Hurricane Milton making landfall, has issued an emergency declaration which prohibits the emergency management director, Kevin Guthrie, from exercising his authority to suspend or limit gun sales. One of Florida laws allows the emergency management director to prohibit citizens from carrying guns and selling guns and ammunition during an emergency. But with all the storms that have hit Florida over the years, and since Guthrie has been in position, he has never once tried to do so. But after the storm, if there are acts of violence and defiance of lawful authority, the emergency management director can prohibit the carrying and selling of firearms. They say this move by Governor DeSantis is unprecedented. And before what happened in Okeechobee, no one thought that anyone would try to prohibit law-abiding citizens from carrying a firearm or selling one or ammunition. Like I said earlier, Governor Ron DeSantis is making sure this doesn't happen again. As you know, Florida is a big state, and most likely there's some gun-hating sheriff or police chief somewhere there in Florida that might try to do this again. So the governor's making sure it doesn't. A lot of people don't think the emergency management director would do something like this because he was appointed by Ron DeSantis. But you never know, do you? But in situations like this, a governor needs to cover his ass and cover his citizens' asses as well. After this big storm hits Florida, we most likely won't see widespread violence. But there's those people out there that will try to take advantage and try to loot and steal from people. But that would be a big mistake anyway, because Florida's known as the gunshine state, and people will protect themselves, their family, and their property. Like I said in my previous video about the Okeechobee police chief, and if you haven't watched that video yet, I'll leave a link in the description, as well as one at the end of this video. The people need to be able to buy firearms and ammunition as long as those stores are able to stay open. And after that storm has passed by and people are able to get to the gun shops, if they need something else to protect themselves or just get more ammunition. Let me know what you think about what Ron DeSantis has done for the state of Florida. Also, let me know what you think about the Okeechobee sheriff. Him saying it was a mistake, him suspending the Second Amendment rights of his citizens. But like I said, how can it be a mistake? His signature is on the proclamation and it very clearly says that the gun shops can't sell firearms and ammunition. Do you call bullshit on it like I do? And as always, I appreciate everybody supporting the channel. You guys are always crushing it by liking, sharing, and subscribing, and hitting those post notifications, and I really do appreciate it. And I invite everybody to come back and watch my next video.